That's from saving your people. Cruz froze. The classified incident he referenced was real, and Nicholas had just revealed himself as a man who kept the star's crew alive. The truth shattered Cruz's bravado. Nicholas pressed on. You profited from that footage, marketed it as authentic, and never once acknowledged the men who bled for your crew. 3 of my teammates from that mission are dead now, not from movie stunts, but from real combat, and yet you stand here mocking us. His words cut deeper with each sentence. Real danger isn't dangling from a helicopter with safety wires. It's writing letters to your children before each mission in case you don't return. It's watching brothers die in your arms and not being able to tell their families why because it's classified. Cruz stammered. I respect military service. Nicholas's reply was cold and precise. No, you cosplay it. You wear the uniform for cameras. You cash the checks. And you mock the people who've actually lived it. Then, addressing the entire room of Hollywood elite, Nicholas delivered the blow that would echo for years. This man calls wirework courage. Real courage is my wife standing at a podium, facing hostile press, knowing our family is under threat. Real courage is service over safety, principle over profit. If you've ever disrespected a veteran, if you've ever profited from their sacrifice while dismissing them, understand this. Respect is not optional. It's owed. Applause broke out among the veterans present. First slow, then thunderous. Hollywood's biggest star stood isolated, stripped of his image. By morning, #StolenValor trended worldwide. Veteran organizations condemned Cruz. His next military film collapsed under threat of boycotts. His action hero career, built on portraying soldiers, was over. The incident became known as the Gala Reckoning. For Hollywood, it marked a turning point. Studios began mandating veteran consultation on military films. Profits were redirected to veteran organizations. Real service could no longer be dismissed in favor of Hollywood pretense. Tom Cruise faded. His attempts to rebrand failed. Audiences couldn't unsee the moment he shrank before an actual warrior. Meanwhile, Nicholas returned to his quiet, anonymous service. He never sought the spotlight, only respect for those who had truly served. Years later, film schools taught the incident as a lesson. The danger of confusing performance with reality, of mocking sacrifice you've never made. And for Tom Cruise, the ultimate irony remained. For decades, he had played soldiers, spies, and heroes. But the night he met a real one, the illusion ended forever. Last night's Hollywood charity gala turned into an unforgettable reckoning when Tom Cruise crossed a line he never should have. What began as careless, dismissive remarks about White House Press Secretary Karoline Leavitt's husband escalated into a lesson in humility, one that exposed Hollywood's long history of disrespect toward military veterans. Cruise, fresh from the success of his latest Mission Impossible film, was holding court at the Four Seasons in Beverly Hills. Surrounded by studio executives and admirers, the actor's confidence, fueled by more than a few drinks, spilled into arrogance. He began loudly mocking political people who, in his words, had no place at Hollywood events. When his attention shifted toward Karoline Leavitt near the silent auction tables, his comments grew cutting. Great, the Trump spokesperson is here with whatever nobody she married for career advancement. Unaware that Karoline's husband, Nicholas, had stepped away to take a call, Cruise continued belittling him, ridiculing soft husbands who, he claimed, could never face the kind of danger actors like him endure on set. His voice carried across the room as he sneered about desk jockeys and mocked Karoline for supposedly marrying a weak man she could control. Karoline responded with quiet dignity. "Mr. Cruise, you don't know my husband." Cruise smirked. "Don't need to. Strong woman, weak husband. It's always a pattern." The room grew tense. Veterans present looked visibly disgusted. And then Nicholas returned. At 6 feet 3 inches, with the steady composure of someone who had truly seen combat, Nicholas Leavitt changed the entire atmosphere with his presence. Calmly, he introduced himself. "Mr. Cruise, I understand you've been discussing my qualifications." Cruise, still emboldened by alcohol, mocked him further. "Let me guess, Georgetown law degree? Harvard MBA? What soft path did you take?" Nicholas's reply was devastating in its calm precision. Naval Special Warfare Development Group. 3 bronze stars. 2 purple hearts. Silver star for valor under fire. But please, go on about the dangers of hanging from wires in front of green screens. The room fell silent. Phones appeared. Guests sensed something historic was unfolding. Cruz tried to laugh it off. You're lying. Karoline's husband is some political operative. Nicholas leaned forward, his voice steady. Not on this. Helmand Province, Afghanistan, September 2018. Your film crew was ambushed while shooting that so-called research project. 12 Taliban fighters had you pinned down. You were safe in the command post. My team was the quick reaction force that saved them. I carried your assistant director 300 meters under fire. Took a bullet to the shoulder. That scar?